What's good, guys? Can you guys hear me? What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And guys, today we're gonna be previewing the Atletico Bilbao Barcelona semi-final Spanish Super Cup. I cannot wait, guys. Genuinely, Barcelona first chance, to grab a trophy this year, 2025. 2025, new haircut for me. You know what I'm saying? New me. And guys, Barcelona, there's a lot to talk about because this Bilbao game, it's gonna be tough. There's a lot to talk about. We're gonna get into it, but first, I just want to say what's good, guys. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Barcelona they win the game. Hopefully, Barcelona they play well. And man, Barcelona. What can I say, man? We haven't been in the best of form ending 2024, but 2025 we got a chance. We got a chance to start well with the Spanish Super Cup, starting with the semifinal. And hey, guys, check out my latest video. I did a video on what Hansi Flick, the three things I think that he's got to change up if Barcelona can win the Spanish Super Cup. And guys, hey, if you're watching on the playback, like, comment, subscribe. Every comment is much appreciated. And guys, by the way, the last announcement before I really get into this is that hey, I'm going to be making my first ever watch along. So, hey, if you guys could join me for that tomorrow, at least for my time, that would be great. Tomorrow, if you guys could join the watch along, that would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never done a watch along before. And, hey, man, I see a lot of other YouTubers do it. It looks fun, the live reactions. And, I've never really done that. Usually, I'm just eating food, watching Barcelona, maybe drinking some tea. But, guys, forget the yapping, the intro, all of that stuff. Hey, let's actually talk about this game because starting off with Bilbao, it's going to be a tough game. The game is going to be in Saudi Arabia, the Spanish Super Cup. It's not a given that Barcelona are going to win this game, especially with the recent form. But what I would say is that this is going to be a very intense game. It's going to be heavily contested. Barcelona, they're going to have to bring it. They're going to have to bring their best game, their A game. And Hansi Flick, man, he's got his whole squad available. That's great to see. Almost besides like Bernal and Ter Stegen, everybody else is available for Hansi Flick. And guys, Hansi Flick, he is a winner. So hopefully Hansi Flick, in just a couple of days' time, can pick up his first trophy as Barcelona coach. Because seriously, I feel like that would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? Hansi Flick, because let's be honest, we started off so well the first 3 months, and then afterwards, Barcelona, they hit some rough form, and then, right now we're in the position where we're trying to get back to the top, get back there, but the reality is that it starts right now. We got our first game against Athletic Bilbao. Hansi Flick, you're the coach, and I feel like he can do a lot of things. In my recent video, I basically said how he's got to start his strongest lineup for me because at this point, it's not like there's no reason to experiment. This is a cup competition. It's one and done. If we win, we have a potential Clasico against Real Madrid. That could get very interesting. And I think that, honestly, Hansi Flick, he's got to play Ronald Araujo. We're going to get into that later on. Why Ronald Araujo is going to be very important. For me, I think he's one of the best center backs in the world. He's definitely the best center back at Barcelona. I like how Pau Cabarsi, but yeah, let's talk about this game more so because, guys, what I would say is that, yeah, Hansi Flick, he's got his fully fit squad. He's got everybody available for the most part, and I really think that he's got to make the most of it, We're going to do a lineup builder later on in this video, but, guys, if you're watching, like the video, you know what I'm saying? It really helps the algorithm. Seriously, guys, like it up. Hey, if you guys are watching, get in the chat what you guys think the prediction's going to be. What do you guys are expecting for this game? But for me, I'm expecting, honestly, Barcelona to win by one, maybe win by a late second goal, but because it's going to be a knockout competition, expect that the second half is going to be stretched, it's going to be spread out, because whichever team is losing is going to go, they're going to go for it. Even Barcelona, if it's a draw, if it's a 1-1, heading into extra time, Barcelona are going to go for it because they don't want to play extra time. No team really likes to play extra time, especially if you're the favorite, And, what I would say is that Hansi Flick, he's got a fresh squad. Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, both these guys were rested in the Copa del Rey game. Guys like Pablo Torre got their chance. Fermin started. Lewandowski started. He's a starter. And I feel like that these guys, Yamal and Rafinha, I really hope that they're fit to start. I expect Rafinha to really start, but Lamine Yamal, He recovered from his ankle injury. I don't know if he's gonna be off the bench, but I'm assuming that he could start because he's had the full training session for a couple of days now. So I'm thinking that Lamine Yamal, man, I really wanted to start. I'm kind of selfish in a way because Lamine Yamal is an entertainer, guys. Lamine Yamal is just that guy when it comes to entertaining. The Trivela passes, the nutmegs, the dribbling. It's so fun to watch. Genuinely, like when I'm doing my watch along tomorrow, guys, I'm trying to see Lamine Yamal. I'm trying to see Rafinha play. So I genuinely hope that Lamine Yamal he's fit to play. Because let's keep it real. Lamine Yamal, let's be honest, he's our most entertaining player. Rafinha's effective, and that's why they both need to start. But hey, man, Lamine Yamal, watch along. That sounds like fun. You know what I'm saying? But guys, also another starter I want to talk about is Lewandowski. Not just Lewandowski, but Lewandowski. He started off the season so well, but guys, towards the end of it, he wasn't clinical. Let's keep it real. He wasn't clinical. He was missing too many chances for me against Leganes and Atletico, especially. I feel like that those performances, we should have won. It reflected wins, but it wasn't because in football, it doesn't matter how much chances you create. It's about scoring the goals and outscoring your opposition. And Lewandowski, for the most part, he wasn't doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lewandowski, hey, you get another chance now, bro. It's 2025. Hey, Barcelona, basically start from scratch again. You know what I'm saying? Let's see the first 3 months of Barcelona again. Let's see us be clinical. I want to see Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski. Guys, be clinical. You know what I'm saying? This is Barcelona. I'm really trying to see us be clinical and put teams to the sword. Put games away. Let's put games away in the first half, just like how we were doing early on. Because then we're going to see, hey, big up Luke, bro, my brother. Hey, big up Ayon too, you know what I'm saying? Luke said, hi, brother. Well, Barcelona will win tomorrow, and it's going to be 3-0. God is with us. Hey, genuinely, I would love that. Because, Luke, by the way, I'm going to do a watch-along, so I really want to be entertained, I only did one watch-along before ever, and it wasn't on this channel. It was on my boy Omar's channel. He does a lot of Barcelona stuff too, and it was the Atletico game, and it was sad to see us lose in the last second. I really hope that Barcelona win. I really do against Atletico. Not Atletico, against Athletic Bilbao. I really think that this game's gonna be tough, man. I really do. I think that Barcelona, if you want to have a convincing win like 3-0 that you said, we have to be clinical, and that's what I'm talking about right now. It's a cup competition. It's one and done. You don't get enough. It's like tomorrow is not guaranteed, Absolutely not. It's not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Take your chances. Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski, all these guys. Take your chances. If it's a Fermin if Fermin ends on a chance, he's got to take it. If Pablo Torres starts, he's got to take the chance, So, that's what I would say for the most part. Number one thing, Barcelona, they have to be clinical because in the last two games against Leganes and Atletico Madrid, they actually have been clinical, but they haven't, you know what I'm saying? They haven't, they haven't came out on top, and that's honestly due to a poor quality, in front of goal. We need to be level-headed. Hansi Flick, in my opinion, I really think that he's got to, I don't know what to do with poor chances, like the poor chance conversion, but I would just say, man, I don't know, guys, we need to take our chances. Lewandowski especially, I expected from Lamine Yamal to be quite inconsistent in front of goal because he's young. Rafinha also to a certain extent. This is the first season that we're seeing Rafinha ruthless, against Dortmund. One chance, one goal. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Mo Salah-esque. That's what Rafinha has been this year. And Lewandowski's a guy where I'm really expecting a lot more from him. He is the striker. We brought him in because people were telling me Barcelona are unclinical. We bring in Lewandowski, our problems will be solved. Well, guys, let me tell you that. Our problems are not fully solved because Barcelona, they still leave too much meat on the bone, There's too much chances that Barcelona, they're not finishing off, Like, what else is there to say? Guys, against Bilbao, Bilbao is a tough team. Bilbao is probably going to get one or two good chances still, regardless of how bad they play. We have to score at least one or two goals, like, probably within 90 minutes. Like, if we could score two within 90 minutes, at worst, they'll probably go to extra time. But, guys, we're going to talk about the opposition for a little bit. We're gonna do a lineup builder later on, and man, this live there's still a lot to talk about. There's transfer news. The last couple of days there was a lot of Barcelona news, and Luke said, "Hope we get the job done." Absolutely, bro. Hope we get the job done. That is the message, man. The number one thing is to win. I would like to be entertained. I'm a Barcelona fan. Also, I'm doing a watch line. I'm just kind of a little bit selfish. I want to see Lamine Yamal and Rafinha truly ball out. Maybe bring a celebration out. But guys, the most important thing really is to win. Because Real Madrid, they play Mallorca, and Mallorca, as tough as they are, Athletic Bilbao are tougher, and we just got to get the job done. Get the job done against Athletic Bilbao. And, hey, rest up. The game's going to be in Saudi Arabia, by the way. And Saudi Arabia is going to have more Barcelona fans than Athletic Bilbao fans. So it's going to feel more of a fan, you know what I'm saying, like a home game. It's not home. It's neutral technically, but it's going to feel more like a home game because Bilbao doesn't have the global support as Barcelona do. So, hey, I'm saying Barcelona, absolutely, we got to win. But guys, I want to talk about Nico Williams because guys, we're playing him again. The first time this season, we won against Nico Williams. But guys, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, the friends, the duo that absolutely ripped everybody to shreds in the Euros. They balled out, so much celebrations, and Nico's stock was through the roof. Truly, you know what I'm saying? Truly through the roof. And Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, I genuinely can't wait to watch this. They're probably going to embrace each other, but man, hey, Nico, he didn't join us, so we beat him once, but we got to do it twice, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, the first time was so nice, we have to do it twice. Because Lamine Yamal, when we won against Athletic Bilbao, in that it was early in the season, I think it was second game, man, Lamine Yamal scored a beautiful goal. He cut in, and he cut in some more, and he whipped it, and it went to the top corner, and that was a beautiful goal. And I'm trying to see Lamine Yamal show Nico, hey, you should have came to Barcelona. You shouldn't have not, hey, but to be honest, now that I think about it, maybe Nico Williams was smart because the registration issue, but Nico didn't make Barcelona his priority. But in a way, now that I reflect about it, because this Dani Olmo situation, I can't get too mad at him. You know what I mean? I can't get too mad at him. But man, guys, outside of the attack, we know Rafinha is going to play, right? We know Lamine Yamal is going to play. We know Robert Lewandowski is supposed to play. Who else would you guys think is going to be starting? Because is Rafinha going to play at the 10? Is he going to be out wide? There's one more position up for grabs. I understand a lot of people would say Fermin Lopez. But guys, I want to ask you guys, whoever's watching in the chat, like who would you guys start as the last attacking option? Because a lot of people would say Fermin Lopez, and I understand Fermin on the depth chart. You would say Fermin Lopez is the guy to start, but for me, I think he's a little bit out of form. I really think that Pablo Torre should be given the opportunity. Pablo Torre, almost every single time he's got the opportunity, he's absolutely balled out. Almost every single start. Seriously, because against Villarreal earlier in the season, I remember him having a really good game. He had a beautiful assist to Lewandowski, actually. It was a disguised ball, and I think he scored that game too also. So, honestly, also in the last game against, I know it's Barbastro, and you guys can troll me and all that, but against Barbastro, Pablo Torre played very well. And I'm trying to see Pablo Torre again. That's just me. But Pablo Torre, compared to Fermin, I think Pablo Torre has to be above him now. Because for this season, like, we're not in last season anymore. I understand Fermin had an amazing season last year, individually, in the Olympics. Made the Euro squad. And also for Barcelona, he popped up with 11 goals out of nowhere, after having a great preseason. But this season, Pablo Torre has been better in the limited chances that he's got. And I want to see Pablo Torre. I want to see what he's got because I'm going to be real with you guys. I think it's that. Hey, Shiesty Talk. What's good, bro? Hey, we big up every single new person in the chat for real. We're trying to grow a community, but big up. He said, not sure why YouTube recommended this stream to me, but keep pushing, little bro. Hey, man, I'm not that little, but hey, maybe you way older than me. You know what I'm saying? Good analysis. I'm out now. Single season Madridista. Bro, I don't know why Madrid fans, like in the last live, actually it was 2 lives ago, Madrid fans been pulling up to the chat. Hey, bro, you're always welcome, bro. I'm going to do a watch along. So if things go south, I'm expecting the trolls to pull through, I really am. But because that's what they do. And to be fair, that's what I do. Like when your ops, you know what I'm saying, are not having a good time and they're streaming it. You're just like, yo, let me just check this. And I hear it. Madrid fans, they're definitely gonna be, hating, but I understand it, yo. You know what I'm saying? Um, Juve Cornercast, hey, big up, bro, big up. He says, what are your thoughts on Araujo's potential loan move to Juve? Wow, I mean, I've seen the rumors, but I really doubt that Ronald Araujo is gonna leave. I hear that Christensen's also linked to with a move to Italy. Hey, Shiesty Ty, you might tune in to watch on. Hey, bro, I'm gonna start the watch along 20 minutes before the game. Um, but bro, I don't know how it's gonna go. I really hope that Barca win, but I genuinely hope we win because I'm not trying to do another watch along on a loss. But hey, he's saying that you guys would be criminal to let Araujo go. Absolutely, bro. Hey, Juve corner cast, bro. My guy. Hey, Araujo is not allowed to leave, bro. He, in my opinion, is a top. He's a top three player for Barcelona, like a top four, let's say, just to be safe. Because the four guys that are not replaceable at Barcelona right now are Ronald Araujo, Pedri, Lamine Yamal, and then it's Ronald Araujo. Or did I say him twice? Because Ronald Araujo, Pedri, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha. My bad, Rafinha. Okay, those four guys are, like, in my opinion, you can't let Ronald Araujo go to Juve. In my opinion, Ronald Araujo is such a good defender. He's our only physical defender. We play. Let me put this graphic on the screen. We play a high line, guys, and Ronald Araujo, he's truly the only one who can get back and recover because that's what he does, He's our physical presence at the back. He's very much needed. Guys like Pau Cabarsi, he's smart, he's technical, he knows how to play. Adam, bro, don't worry if you're late, bro. You're always here. Big up Adam, bro. Always in the chat. Yo, guys, like up the stream if you guys haven't, but you know what I'm saying? We're getting this going. People are pulling through. Big up everybody in the chat, for real. Because Arsenal lost to Newcastle. No way Arsenal lost. I couldn't watch the game because I just got a cut, bro. I went to the barber's, legit. It was the only time it was available. I was going to watch the Arsenal game, but that's crazy, bro. Yo, I got to watch that Lee Gunner fan cam later on, you know what I'm saying? But guys, hey, if you know, you know. But as for Ronald Araujo, absolutely he can't go for me, bro. I know it sounds like I'm being selfish, but I would let Christensen go. Christensen, he's more injury prone, and also bro, I understand they're both injury prone, but Ronald Araujo is Ronald Araujo, bro. I know people, they always say one of one when it comes to like their talents in their bio, but Ronald Araujo is genuinely, he's the best Barcelona center back in how long, bro? Ever since Gerard Piqué. Like, seriously, I think it would be foolish to let him go. Even if we're in a poor financial position, I would let Christensen go. I see Christensen to AC Milan, I think. Hey, if Juve's in for him, Christensen's good, but he's just injury prone. That's the thing. Christensen, I think he's still a little bit better than Cabarsi. I think Cabarsi gets a lot of hype because he is young and it's the potential. But right now, Christensen, I would still say he's still a little bit better than Pau Cabarsi. Christensen, I would be open to let him go. Not because of his level, but he's out a lot, and for his level compared to Araujo's top level, Ronald Araujo is a must stay at this Barcelona team. Like, he's our best backline player. It's him, and then if you're playing this highline system, Ronald Araujo, and then also I would say Alejandro Balde. I would like his crossing to improve, but those two guys right there, they gotta stay because as long as Hansi Flick's here, they're gonna be very, very important, And for me, I would keep Araujo regardless, like Alejandro Balde, if a crazy offer came from PSG, apparently they're interested, hey, maybe I would sell. Like, I'm not too opposed. I'm not going to overrate my players, but Araujo is one of the guys that I really would like to keep because what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing if you sell your best players? That's like if you sell Lamine Yamal for the right amount of money, like 300 million. Who are you buying with the 300 million that's going to be as good as Yamal? There's barely any talent, in my opinion. The talent in Europe has dramatically fell in the past decade, Like, if you go back 10 years, I remember Juve, they actually had Douglas Costa. They had the attacking threat of, like, people can clown Higuain all they want, but people don't know about Napoli Higuain and Juve Higuain. He was a real guy. He was a real threat, And Juve, I remember they used to have some good attackers, bro. Mandzukic, a bicycle kick in the UCL final, you can't ignore that. And then Bayern, they had Robin and Ribery, and bro, even Douglas Costa played for them. He's been around the block. Um, but bro, there used to be a lot more talent, and right now, if you sell guys, your best player, your top five players, who are you gonna replace them with? It's probably gonna be a drop off if I'm being real. And if it's between Araujo and Christensen, I'm letting Christensen go, guys. But guys, we need to get back to this game because Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, they face off again, yet again, and I really think that I think we're gonna beat them, but I don't want to get too cocky. That high line in the first game, Athletic Bilbao against Barcelona, early in the season, they didn't expose us, actually. They didn't. We controlled the game for the most part. We created a lot of chances. Lamine played well. Lewandowski played well, took his chance, and should have scored more, to be honest. But I think that we got to talk about Bilbao now because Nico Williams is not the only threat. He's not having the best season, but you know who's having a great season? It's his brother, bro. Inaki Williams has been absolutely ripping it up. For his standards, at least, Inaki, he's a threat, bro. He's a threat. That's all I could say. He's like a Aubameyang, but not as good, I would say. I wouldn't like to say some crazy thing, but like discounted Aubameyang or Tesco version. That's crazy. But I would say that Inaki Williams is like a Aubameyang, but he's just not as good. You know what I'm saying? That same profile. And Adam saying, big up to True Gooner, lost his temper while he's live. Bro, Adam, if Barca lose, and if they lose, bro, if they lose late on again, especially if they drop points late on again, bro, I can't do it. Against Leganés, against, like, what was the late goal? Real Betis. Like, I can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? We can't concede late on, guys. I'm trying to see, bro. Guys, by the way, hey, if you're in the chat right now, or if you're watching, guys, I'm going to have my first watch along, I'm trying to get people in the chat for that, so it's not too boring. And you know what I'm saying? It's nice while we're live. But, man, yeah, Bilbao goal was from a penalty kick, and now from open play. Nico just missed a penalty against a third division team. Bro, Nico Williams, as much as I really like the player, and people are saying him and Lamine Yamal, the chemistry, how good would he be? I really feel like that Nico Williams is not as good as we portray. He is a good player. He would improve Barcelona by default because we don't have a left winger. So by default, he'll improve us. But he's not the best player that people think he is. He's not Neymar. He's not even Rafa Leao, in my opinion. He's not even Adamo Lookman. I think Adamo Lookman's a baller, bro. Juve Corner Cast, my boy said, Barca need to invest in a back line. Absolutely, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm not going to lie. I would like a center back. Apparently, we're gonna be linked in with fullbacks. We have some out on loan. The fullbacks, I think they're definitely gonna get addressed. But I don't like how I'm not hearing anything for center backs. Actually Jonathan Tah. So we're very advanced in the Jonathan Tah deal. But I don't know if he's that great. I know that he plays the Highline system at Leverkusen with Xavi Alonso. But for me, I'm trying to get like a Lukeba from RB Leipzig, or I'm trying to go to Ligue 1. And I was watching Monaco earlier in the UCL. They press, and they have a high line at times, and their center backs are super physical. And I think that Monaco maybe grab their best center back as depth. I know it's going to cost money, but man, I feel like that, yeah, Barca definitely do need to improve their back line because we've scored a ridiculous amount, but also, let's keep it real, we've conceded way too many. Way too many, bro. This is not okay, Yeah, Will from Football Cardinals is going to be doing a hate-along as expected. Yeah, bro. Bro, they be doing hate-alongs, bro. Which is crazy. Titling it hate-along is crazy, bro. Just say watch-along, bro. Hate-along's different, And by the way, Dortmund takes on Leverkusen on Dortmund on Friday. Yeah, bro. A lot of football. Football is back. Barca is back. Yeah, Barca, they beat Dortmund. And they won 2-3 away in Dortmund. Yeah, bro, I wish I did a watch-along for that, bro. This is going to be my first one, but, bro, that was such a fun game. I mean, for the neutral, for me, I was panicking. I thought we could have choked against Dortmund, but it was nice to see Rafinha's goal. It was nice to see Ferran, you know what I'm saying? Ferran, a player who's been very mixed by Barcelona fans, even me included. He scored the winner. He had a great game, actually, that game against Dortmund. But, guys, Nico Williams, for the most part, I think that we're going to keep him quiet. Jules Koundé, he did really good on him for the most part, but I feel like the threat of that high line, the pace that Athletic Bilbao has, in my opinion, Athletic Bilbao, they have the second best high line. They have the second best like pacey front players. Like Vini and Mbappe and Rodrigo are the fastest in La Liga. But outside of them, I would say it's the Inaki Williams brothers. You know what I'm saying? The Nico Williams. Those guys are fast. Those guys are physical, and they could rip us to shreds if we don't defend well, if we don't dominate the midfield. I think that Pedri, Casado, they got to start because when they've been starting, we've been good for the most part. We've been creating more chances than the other team. Once again, Rafinha, Yamal, Lewandowski, these guys, they have to be clinical. It cannot be what's been happening where Barcelona, they outplay their opponent. They create 15 chances. Their opponent like creates 2, and then they score both of theirs, and we score one of ours, and we lose 2-1 against Atletico. That was exactly what happened. We ripped Atletico, but guess what? It doesn't matter if you don't put it in the back of the net, you know? And Adam's saying Athletic and Atletico, the two red and white clubs that have connection roots. Bro, listen, bro, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Bilbao, the Lions, Atletico are the Bears. Bro, listen, I'm happy that Atletico are not in this competition. Very happy because that team would have been very annoying to deal with. Mallorca is annoying to deal with if they beat Real Madrid. Real Madrid are a good team. We know that. Bilbao is going to be tough. But, hey, neutral venue, it's not at San Mamés. It's not at their facility. So, I think that we should do well. But, guys, I want to go back to the high line. Because I think that Ronald Araujo, really think that he's got to start, you know what I'm saying? I think Ronald Araujo, I understand, he's coming back from injury. But in my opinion, I think Ronald Araujo's got to start because I know it's Barbastro, but in that Copa del Rey game, bro, Ronald Araujo, you could feel his presence. He wins the duels. He wins it all, you know what I'm saying? He wins the knockdowns. And I think that Ronald Araujo, him and Cabarsi, that's the potential center back pairing that Barcelona fans want to see long term. So I want to see, me personally, I want to see Pau Cabarsi and Ronald Araujo. You know, I think it's time. You know, I think it's time we finally see it under Hansi Flick because Araujo's finally fit and Cabarsi's been doing decent. I want to see it, the ball playing and the physicality. I think it's going to mesh well. And both of these guys are aggressive. I think it's going to work. But guys, we're going to move on. I'm just saying, Athletic Bilbao, watch out. You know, if they're well organized, expect it because Ernesto Valverde, our former coach, he's won this Copa del Rey. He won the Copa del Rey last year, and I think that as much as we slated him while he was at Barcelona, he's one of the better coaches in Spain. You know, this guy, he knows how to set up a team. He knows how to defend well. And it's gonna be a tough game for us for the most part. I'm not gonna lie, guys. But guys, as for this game, let's get into a lineup builder, and we're going to check out some more news. There's a lot of stuff to still talk about, guys. So, guys, 1 second, because I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I have some stuff right here. So, guys, look at this. Okay, so perfect. All right. So, hey, this will be my lineup builder. I was really thinking about it, and I think you guys can see it. But Lewandowski's down south right here as the striker if you can't see it. But this would really be my lineup. I would play Pena, obviously. Szczesny hasn't played enough. I'll play Koundé because he did great on Nico Williams. And also, who else is going to start right back? Ronald Araujo, obviously, Cabarsi, I just mentioned. They got to play, in my opinion. Alejandro Balde. You know, it's just that Alejandro Balde, when he doesn't play, the drop-off is too much. And that's a position in the summer, or for me, at least in January, I would really strengthen it, you know? And then I would say Casado, Pedri. Obviously, I love that double pivot. I understand Frankie de Jong, he's the big name, and Hansi Flick, he might struggle to keep de Jong out the side. But for me, I think Frankie de Jong, you can't put him in, you know, the way he's played compared to Casado. Casado's been a lot better, you know? Casado, he was amazing for, like, the most part this season, you know? Barely any mistakes. And I think the big thing is this. This guy right here, a lot of people would say Fermin Lopez. But guys, that's because you're thinking about the name. Think about the quality. Think about the recent play. Think about this year. Who's been playing better, Pablo Torre, when given his chance, or Fermin Lopez? The answer is Pablo Torre. Forget about the GA. You know, like Pablo Torre, he's a playmaker, man. I really like watching this guy, you know. I think he's a very smart player. Very tidy player. He's got the IQ. He's one of my favorite players at Barcelona. He just doesn't get the minutes. And I think if he goes to a team like Real Betis or somewhere else, I think he's going to succeed, truly. But Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, these two wingers, I really hope they're both fit. Lewandowski leading the line. And man, that's probably my team. That's what I would say for the most part. Um, Guys, but I'm reading the chat one more second. I'm gonna what's it called, share my screen again. We're gonna react to transfer news. I'm gonna give my prediction, but I really hope it doesn't go down south. Um, Adam said beating Barca 4-2 extra time in January. Yup, in that Copa del Rey game. That was a sad game. Lamine scored a banger though, I can't lie. And in December they beat Real Madrid 2-1. Yup. And Luke is saying, I would love to bet on Barcelona to win tomorrow. Barcelona, they're going to have a full house, and we will do it tomorrow. Yup, because, guys, as much as it's a neutral venue, Barcelona, they're in Saudi Arabia, and we have a bigger fan base than Athletic Bilbao globally. So, guys, we are going to have the home advantage. And Adam saying, for me, Fermin Lopez, he would start. The second half of last season was fire. I understand. I absolutely understand, guys. I understand Fermin Lopez is the guy that a lot of people want to see. But for me, Pablo Torre, I want to see him just in a meaningful game. Not in like a game like preseason or barely any minutes against like a La Liga team late on when we already got the game wrapped up. I want to see Pablo Torre when it matters because I really think that he's going to do well. He's a good player, bro. He plays quick. He plays smart. He's tidy. The half turns. He's the most natural 10 outside of Dani Olmo. And until that situation with Dani Olmo gets figured out, I really think that Pablo Torre is the guy for now. Do I think Hansi Flick is going to do it? No, but I think that he's probably going to start Fermin, but I want to see Pablo Torre. It's about time. And he might not start, and the other guy who might not start is Ronald Araujo if he's not 100% fit. I could see Inigo playing, obviously, but this is my ideal lineup. This is what I want to see. I want to see Barcelona, Hansi Flick. Please put out this lineup, man. I really think, I'm putting on my coaching cap, I think we'd win if we played this lineup. I think we'd score goals. I think we'd keep the ball. We'd dominate possession, Maybe the physicality battle will be a little bit harder in the midfield, but guys, it's okay, we got Ronald Araujo back. And guys, I'm just looking at the chat. Yeah, bro. What's it called? Adam saying Barca has 100 times more fans than Bilbao. Yeah, bro, about accurate because, bro, Barcelona is a big institution. As much as this is why I'm saying I'm trying to keep the standards high, bro. We're a really big team. As much as people can say we're not and stuff like that, we are, bro. That's the reality. Bilbao or just Basque, yeah. And Adam's saying, of course, Pablo is better right now because I was saying about Fermin's second half last season. You're right. Fermin Lopez last season, he came out of nowhere. He was kind of getting the Pablo Torre minutes of this season, but Fermin Lopez last season absolutely popped off. He came in, he scored a clutch goal against Napoli. His breakout goal was against Real Madrid in the preseason, and then guess what? He did it again in the Clasico. Yes, we didn't win, but individually, Fermin Lopez had a great season last year, individually. But we got to keep it fair, based off merit. Pablo Torre's got to play for me. He's done a lot, and I think that he's been super patient. He's never went out to the media and complained about his playtime. And guys, I think it's now or never for him. I truly do, because if Pablo Torre doesn't do well now, I think he might go in the summer, because I think other teams, they're going to take him. And hey, I'm just keeping it real, guys. Adam saying the 0-4 win against Barbastro has 2.5 million views. That's nice to see. Hopefully some of that revenue goes into the Dani Olmo, that registration issue, because, man, I do not know. You know what? That's perfect. That's a perfect segue, because, guys, next up, let's talk about this Dani Olmo situation, because, hey, Dani Olmo, hey, man, right now, as of now, Barcelona, he's traveling. He's traveling with the squad, but him and Pal Victor, apparently they're not going to play. Apparently, there's reports. Yeah, let's actually look at some updates, But, you know what? Yeah, let's do it right now. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not, guys? But, guys, listen up. All right, we're going to do this Dani Olmo thing. Let's look at some Dani Olmo news, bro. What do you guys think is out there, bro? I seen something that's going to be done by Saturday. But I don't know, yeah, so Rafinha fears that the registration fiasco surrounding Dani Olmo and Pau Victor could affect future signings. That's not good, bro. That's not good to hear at all. Um, Bro, I don't even know what that means. But guys, basically, Dani Olmo, bro, I don't know what's gonna happen with him. But hey, I really think that it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. But guys, hey, look at this. What is it? Yeah, bro, guys, let's react to some transfer news, guys, because there's a lot of transfer news to talk about. And hey, the first one I want to talk about is this: John Duran would love to join Barcelona one day. And then also, Rashad Raymond also says, according to Tony Juan Marty, he says that Barcelona had a meeting with the agent of John Duran. And guys, if you don't know John Duran, he's a player that plays for Villa, and I'm gonna have a take on him. John Duran, I think he's a really good player, but John Duran, man, I don't know if he's fit enough for Barcelona. I think that he's a great player, and the second thing is that even if he is good enough, we are struggling financially. You know, it's a Premier League team. It's gonna be a lot of money. You're gonna have to pay up. You're gonna have to pay up. You know what I'm saying? So when you're asking Barcelona to pay up, it just looks kind of weird. John Duran, I think he's a great striker. You know, I think right now the striker market, I think there's barely any guys. But John Duran, they got Ollie Watkins. If they cash in on Duran, fair enough. But I don't know if he's fit enough for Barcelona. That is a big gamble if we take him as the main guy, you know what I'm saying, for Barcelona leading the line. But Adam's saying just to see the team and see the game on the bench. Yup. And then Adam saying the January transfer market potentially. I really doubt that Barcelona they get John Duran in the summer because I feel like that his name just popped off recently. But the thing is this: John Duran is a great player. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He scored some sick goals. You know that chip against Manuel Neuer when Austin Villa beat Bayern Munich. Would I take him? I would take him. But the thing is, will it happen? Probably not. How much would it cost? Probably like 60 million. So for 60 million, you might as well go for Leao. You might as well go for a Gyökeres, a guy who's very much proven, done it for longer. But the thing is, John Duran's doing it in a better league than Gyökeres. So maybe the club's looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Colombia, yup. And sadly lost the Copa America to Argentina. That was a sick game, by the way, Lautaro Martinez winner in extra time. Bro, and then Austin Villa. Yeah, bro. Austin Villa's got two strikers. John Duran, hey, he wants to come to Barcelona. I actually believe that part because a lot of South Americans, they're Barca fans. They have the Barca culture from, Brazil, Argentina. So many, when was the last time Barca had a Colombian, playing for our badge, I can see John Duran wanting to come, but can I see it happening financially? No, I think we're gonna have to pay top dollar, really. But guys, let's look at the other news. There is more transfer news. Because Rashad Raymond, this guy does a good job, by the way. He posts a lot of news. Yeah, and he said this part basically. The next two things I want to talk about is this. So, just in the most liked wingers within the club are Rafa Leao and Luis Diaz, while others such as Son and Rashford have only been offered. And by the way, guys, now we know Heung-min Son, he's most likely not going to come. He signed his contract with Spurs. He extended. And Rashford, I'm not seeing as many links as I was like 2 weeks ago. But I really doubt we get Rashford. Big salary, very big salary. I think Rafa Leao, Diaz, Nico Williams, we're probably going to end up with one of those guys. To be honest, that's what I really think, guys. I would actually like Adamo Lookman. If you've been watching my videos, Lookman is my guy. You know what I'm saying? Lookman is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Nigerian balled out in the AFCON. But I think it's going to be Luis Diaz, Rafa Leao. They have the most connections, and Nico Williams. It's just a connection thing. Laporta, he's a connection guy. We've seen it in the past. When Laporta has connections with you guys, players like Yao Felix, players like Yao Cancelo, they come to Barcelona. Lewandowski had a connection with Xavi, and he came to Barcelona. So I can see guys like Rafa Leao. Rafa Leao has a lot of connections. Jorge Mendes is agent, super agent, who's linked with Barcelona a lot, associated with us a lot. Nico Williams, I could see that. Luis Diaz, I could see that. But guys like Son and Rashford, they're not coming, bro. I'm going to be real with you guys. I really doubt it, or like strongly doubt it, And then Adam said, "Oh yeah, you guys were linked to Luis Diaz from Liverpool." Yeah, and the thing is that a lot of Barca fans, they're against Luis Diaz, but guys, this is the thing: we don't have a proper left winger. You know, a natural left winger, whether it's Luis Diaz or Nico Williams. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Luis Diaz is actually better. I understand Nico might be younger, but who's better right now? Who's better in the next 2 years? It's Luis Diaz. He's been amazing this year, for Liverpool. Um, but guys, okay, and Adam says, and by the way, he failed to score against United, this team. Yep. And Luke says, for now, Barcelona should go for Williams because we don't have the money to buy big players. The thing is, Nico Williams is going to cost probably like around, I'm guessing, 60 million, I think is his release clause. So that's kind of big. Matter of fact, while we're on this, I'm going to type, what is Nico Williams' release clause? Because he extended, so it got him like more. It must have increased. But let's see it. So guys, Nico Williams' release clause is 58 million. It's telling me. So guys, that's no small margin. 55. Okay, for example, so Luke, you said 55. 55 is kind of big money for Barcelona. So I would say, in my opinion, Luke, I don't know if you've been watching Adamo Lookman, but that guy's a baller, and his contract is expiring. I think he's a guy, bro. I really think he's a player. I think he's smart. I think, man, if you can bring somebody like that who can dribble like that, who could, shimmy and move like that, 1v1 threat, he can score goals. Nico, this is what he does. People are forgetting this, though. Nico, Diaz, Leao, Lookman, whoever the winger is, they're going to obviously improve Barcelona because we don't have a natural left winger. I'm not trying to stress this, but guys, we don't have something, It's like, imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have a car, you know what I'm saying? And then now you got a car. Life, even if it's a whack car, even if it's a bad car, it's unreliable. At least you have a car, bro. It's better than nothing. Barcelona, they're going to naturally improve because Nico Williams or Diaz, we don't have a natural right-footed left winger with some pace, with some dribbling power. We don't have that at the squad. Rafinha is completely different. He's more off the ball. But when we want to play on the ball, on the left side, in possession, he's going to help a lot, guys. But guys, regarding the two guys that we've been linked to, Leao and Diaz, I think that Leao will have to pay the premium. What am I in favor for him? These two guys, both of them, I think all the left wingers, I'm going to be real with you guys. Everybody has to prove why. Barcelona should be the club that you want to come to. You know what I'm saying? You are working hard to get to. This should be a final destination club. The club that you work so hard to get to. So Leao, Lookman, Nico Williams, you guys have to have great seasons this year. So then Barcelona goes in for you. Barcelona shouldn't be going in for a guy who wants to come, but he hasn't been playing well. That's not what top clubs do. That's not what Madrid do. That's not what Bayern do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. And Adam's saying, and then you're aware that Will and Football Carnage made a video called Look Ahead against Mallorca. I think he mentioned about Barcelona that he doesn't want to face. Yeah, absolutely, bro. 1 second. Guys, basically, there's, of course, Real Madrid, they got beat by us 4-0. Like, Bilbao only beat them 2-1. Guys, I really think that for these guys, the transfer news with Duran and Rafael and Diaz, I think it's all paper talk. I think there's always some truth in rumors, but as of now, I don't know what to expect. I don't know who we're gonna get, but this is what I'm saying, at least for now. We need to get a left winger. We need to get fullbacks, and then we're getting probably Jonathan Tah for center back, and then probably we're going to need a striker. That's what I'm saying. We're going to need a striker. That's the last player we need. And if Frankie de Jong goes, we have to replace him with a midfielder, or La Masia has to generate a midfielder for us. Basically, that's what I would say. Adam saying nothing official for sure, but maybe they are thinking about it and it takes time. Yeah, bro. But guys, hey, let's react to some more news real quick. I'm just going to check what else is breaking before I give my prediction and basically wrap up, Not this. But guys, basically, let's look at this. Okay, yeah, so Barcelona, they have presented all the documents to Sports Council. Now we wait for the response. Yup. Basically, Barca are going to court, guys. It sucks, but this is the scenario that we're put in. basically Barcelona, Pau Victor, Dani Olmo, they can't play in competitions until they're registered, even in the UCL apparently. Um, yeah, guys, bro. Bro, Barcelona. Wait, Ramon Planes from Al Ittihad has said we have been contacting with Barcelona players to sign them. We are looking for renowned players to make the league more attractive, but also young talents. I don't know what he's saying, bro. Like, what is Saudi really trying to get our players? But guys, basically with Dani Olmo, I really don't think anything crazy is gonna happen. Um, I think that within the next week, probably in the next 5 6 days, the situation is probably gonna get resolved. We're gonna know what's gonna happen. We're gonna go to court. We're either gonna win or lose. You know what I'm saying? The thing with court, whenever you go to court for anything, is that if we go to court for Dani Olmo, if we go to court for Pau Victor, the one thing is this: court things, they can linger, they can take long. So it's not an outright conclusion that Barcelona are gonna, they're gonna be done, and Dani Olmo can play very recently. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I really hope that Barcelona could get this situation done. But guys, let's talk about this game again. We've been kind of yapping about other things. Yeah. Adam says, what if it takes years and they don't want resolved because they got other things? I doubt it's going to take years, but I think maybe it could take like 3 months. The thing is that Barca's got money and big institutions. The reality is, bro, rich people, big institutions, when you're that rich, when you're part of the elite, in the world, you can get stuff done quicker, bro. There's things called money, and it could buy things. Let's just say that. Money can't buy anything. It can't buy everything, my bad. Money can't buy everything, but it can buy a whole lot. That's the reality, guys. But hey, guys, we need to talk about, we've been yapping about a lot of things. Let's go back to the main topic. This game right here, a ticket to the final. How are you guys feeling, what do you guys truly think is going to happen? I think Bilbao is going to be tough. I think they're going to bring it. I think they're going to press very hard. Mid-block pressing is going to be very hard to play around. But I think Barca is going to get the job done. I think that all we got to do, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, can you guys give it your all? Can Lamine Yamal, is he fit to play? Is Araujo fit to play? Be clinical, guys. If we're clinical, we can beat anybody in the world. As bad as this Barcelona's defensive issue has been, Barcelona, they could still beat anybody in the world because of this attack. With the goals we've scored, at times we went to Bayern. Bayern came to us actually, and we beat them. Put 4 past them. Sevilla came to our house. Put 5 past them. And then we had Real Madrid. We pulled up actually to their house, and guess what? We put 4 past them. So it's not a conclusion that this Barcelona team is finished. No. The season, this is what happens in seasons. It's just that our fall off was strong. It was really big. It's very bad. It cannot continue. But I think the break was good. We look at the league table. Okay, we're 6 points behind. Okay, very bad. I understand. But the season is not over. It's far from over. Just like how we fell, I think Atletico are going to drop points. Real Madrid, I think they're going to drop points. I don't know if they're going to drop enough points, but we play them still. They play Atletico still. They got a lot of games. So Barcelona, this season is very fixable in La Liga, especially if we lock in. Get a win streak in La Liga, I say this after so many videos. Get a win streak going, But guys, hey, it's nice to have people in the chat. Adam, Luke, you guys been some real ones. I'm about to wrap up probably in like 2-3 minutes. But guys, you guys been some real ones in this chat. We had a Madrid fan earlier. And it's always nice, guys. By the way, man, I don't know how you guys are feeling. I might as well give my score prediction. I guess it's the last thing. I really don't like doing it because I feel like it just jinxes it. But you know what? I don't believe in all that. So all I'm going to say is that a ticket to the final, Hansi Flick, he's got his chance to win his first trophy. I think that he's really going to take it seriously. I think Barcelona, they can get the job done. And, it's hard to not believe, in the team that you support. It's really hard to not, I think that Barca are going to win. I really do. I think it's going to be 2-1. Could be 3-1. Could be 3-2. I think it's going to be by 1 goal, most likely 2-1. I think it's going to be a fun game, though. I think it's going to be fun. And now I'm going to read the chat real quick. Yeah, they will give it their all, bro. The players better give it their all, bro. This game against Bilbao is too big. It's too big to not give it your all. Guys, a ticket to the final is on the line. Barcelona, they got to bring it. They got to bring everybody. Lamine, I really hope that everybody's fit. Sociedad, I didn't get it. Why didn't you score a single goal against them? And that was the Barcelona's first scoreless game of the season. You're right. But you know why? Because Sociedad dominated the midfield. They dominated the second balls. And Barcelona, I'm not going to lie, they just got beat outright. Like, Sociedad were good. Their defense was better. Their offense was better. Their midfield was stronger on the day. And that Sociedad manager is decent, bro. I know that guy. I've been watching this guy. He always makes it hard for Barcelona. So it's not a surprise. That's a game where you just look at the result. But that was one of the starting points of the downfall of Barcelona. You're right. Luke, my man, you know what I'm saying? He's here in the chat a lot. He said, hey, brother, is there anything you can do for a group's video chat and we can make this chat a big one? What do you mean, like a group chat, like on Instagram or something like that, or like WhatsApp? Like, I don't understand, because I think you're trying to mean like a video chat, and we can make a chat a big one. Or do you want like a panel on this channel? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of people, they do like panel shows. You know, guys, ultimately, I am trying to reach the top, but my life is very busy. But I'm gonna keep bringing the content. You know, I really like this. You know, hey, I'm just talking about Barca. You know, I'm just a guy. I'm just like you guys. I'm just a normal guy who likes football, who just happened to put the camera on. That's really it. That's the difference between a lot of people and me. I'm just trying to talk because I've watched this club for a decade, man, and they've done a lot of foolishness and they've done a lot of good. You know, I've seen the best players, and I'm seeing guys who I'm like, how did they make it to the club? You know, I don't want to put players on the spot and name some, but I've seen it all, man. And I'm like, I think I'm, certified to talk about Barcelona, to the public now. I'm not going to be a guy who's flopping around or just talking trash, or rubbish, that you can tell that this guy doesn't know ball. I know ball, bro. I like my technicians. I like the eye test, The eye test over everything, to be honest. That's why I want to see Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Because I want to see Lamine, bro. He is our biggest entertainer when it comes to Barcelona. Let's keep it real. But Luke, what do you mean by that? If you're still in the chat, could you specify a little bit more? Because I actually want to understand what you mean. Because, yeah, I would make a group chat, but I want this channel to grow a little bit more people in the chat. I feel like that. I'll make a group chat, and then I can let you guys know when I'm live. But also, when this channel grows, I also want to know, like, I also maybe could do a panel thing, maybe in a couple months or a couple weeks. I don't know how long it takes. Maybe when I reach 1K subs or something like that. Hey, man, but guys, if you guys got friends that watch Barcelona or they're football fans and they're on YouTube, hey, if you could link this channel to them, that would be amazing. Especially if they're active on a chat or they're active on YouTube, that would be nice. But Adam says, I will go 2-1 Barcelona, win in regular time or extra time if it goes to 1-1 in 90. I hear it. I really do. I don't want to see extra time, though, because rest is a real thing. Fatigue is a real thing. And, hey, Barca, they've lost some games because of fatigue and the lack of resting time, because that meant our squad depth, that we didn't strengthen that much in the summer. It had to be tested, and we ultimately failed sometimes. So, and Adam said, and Barcelona have to play Sociedad March 2nd. I think it's going to be at home this time, and they should get the W. Sociedad at home is a lot different than away, but hey, it's still going to be a tough game. Like, don't get it twisted, Sociedad are always tough. Barcelona has 19.7 million subscribers, 300,000 away from reaching 20 million. Man, if I just got that 300,000, I'll be over the moon, man. Hey, when I reach 1K, God willing, inshallah, bro, that's going to be amazing, bro. I might do a Q&A session just for that. But, guys, ever since this break, I've been trying to give you guys the content, the good stuff. I've been on break from college, university. I'm going to go back soon. I'm going to be streaming still because I want to experiment. I see other guys streaming, and it's nice. You build a community. People actually mess with you. You know what I'm saying? But, guys, before I wrap up, guys, basically Barcelona play well. My prediction, guys, I'm going to go with Barcelona 2, Athletic Bilbao 1. That's going to be my prediction. Barcelona 2-1. I think I'm going to do the same thing as Adam. I'm going to say it within 90 minutes, though. And I think it's going to be tough. I think Pena, we're going to need the whole squad. I think he's going to have to play well. Sweep when he has to. Araujo is going to play well. Hopefully he plays, starts. Lamine Yamal, everybody, show our quality. Let's go to the final, guys. But guys, that's basically it. We talked about everything in this. And guys, if you're watching on the playback and you made it all the way through, subscribe, like, comment. Once again, guys, and last time I'm going to say it, I'm going to have that watch along. I really hope that you guys are there with me. If you guys can make it, it's going to be very much appreciated. I'm going to start 20 minutes before the game. Man, I'm going to try to get the house quiet. Hey, I'm on break. My siblings, their break is over. So it should be quiet. It should be fun. And guys, hey, I'm going to see y'all. I'm going to read the chat one more time, though. Adam says they got to take the responsibility. Absolutely. Guys, I'm going to see you guys, tomorrow. Hopefully, God willing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody stay safe. Barca, it was fun. Guys, I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace. Adam, I'm going to see you.